Hello all. Those who want to pursue a government job in a PSU under Ministry of Railways, DFCCIL had provided a good opportunity. First, let's know about DFCCIL. It stands for Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India Limited. It is a PSU under Ministry of Railways. Aim of DFCCIL is to build a high-speed freight corridor for our country. Now, coming to the applications, there are three types. And if a candidate have the essential qualification for more than one post, he can apply for more than one post as he wish. The last date for the application is 23/5/2021 up to 23 hour 45 minutes. Now coming to the different types of posts, the first type of post is junior manager. The pay scale is 50,000 to 1,60,000. So basic pay is 50,000 with other allowances admissible. So under junior manager, the first department is civil department, and the total number of vacancies in this department is 31, and the essential qualification is a bachelor degree in civil engineering with 60% marks, and the medical standard is A3. So later we will discuss the what is this medical standards and all. Now coming to the junior manager, operation and business development, the total number of vacancies are 77. The educational qualification required is a 2-year degree in MBA, PGDBA, PGDBM or PGDM in the above courses with 60% and more marks in percentage, and medical standard required is A2. Now coming to the junior manager mechanical, the total number of vacancies are only 3, and the educational qualification required is bachelor degree in any of these courses having more than 60% marks, and the medical standard is A3. Now coming to the second type of post, executive, and the pay scale is 30,000 to 1,20,000. So the basic pay will be 30,000 with various allowances admissible, and the first post comes under this executive is civil engineering department with total number of 73 vacancies, and the educational qualification required is a diploma in civil engineering and allied courses of civil engineering having 60% more than 60% marks in aggregate, and the medical standard is A3. Under executive in electrical department, the total number of vacancies are 42, and the educational qualification required is diploma of 3 years in electrical, electronics and instrumentation and allied courses, and the top percentage of marks required is 60% or more, and medical standard is A3. And for the executive signal and telecommunication, the total number of vacancies are 87, and the educational qualification required is diploma in electrical, electronics or other allied courses with 60% or more marks aggregate, and medical standard required is A3. Now executive operations and business development, the vacancies are 237, and the educational qualification required is graduation with 60% marks or more in aggregate from any recognized university or institution, and the medical standard is A2. And now come to executive mechanical engineering, total vacancies are only 3, and the educational qualification is diploma in mechanical and other courses with 60% or more marks in aggregate required, and medical standard is A3. Now coming to the third type of the post, junior executive, and the scale of pay is 25,000 to 68,000 with basic pay of 25,000 with other allowances admissible, and the post coming under it is junior executive electrical, signal and telecom, and operation and business development, and the vacancies are 135, 147 and 225 respectively, and the educational qualification is 10+2 with an ITA, and for the operations and business development, a graduate of any discipline can apply, and the medical standards are A2, B1 and A2 respectively. Now the last type of post is junior executive mechanical, and the total number of vacancies in it are 14. The essential qualification is 60% marks in 10th and with an ITA in mechanics or electronics or instrumentation with 60% marks in that also, and the medical standard required is B1. Now coming to the question whether a final year candidate can apply for the exam or not. If his final year examination were completed before 23/5/2021, he can apply, otherwise he cannot. Now coming to the age limit, for the post of junior manager, the age limit is up to 27 years, for executive it is up to 30 years, and for junior executive 30 years. And age relaxation is provided for different communities as follows. For SC and ST it is for 5 years, for OBC and CL it's for 3 years, if for PWD candidates it's for 10 years, and for ex-servicemen the defense years plus 3 years. And the maximum age of applicant should not exceed 56 years, considering all the possible age relaxations. Now coming to the selection process for various posts, there are different stages for different posts, and for junior manager there will be a CBT and there will be document verification. After that he or she will have an interview, and after that medical test. And for executive post they will have a CBT, and for only executive operation and business development there will be also a CBAT, which is an aptitude test to check the aptitude of the candidate, and the document verification and medical test will also be there. For junior executive, CBT plus document verification plus medical test will be there. Now coming to the pattern of the examination, first the CBT. The CBT is conducted in online mode, and it's for the duration of 2 hours. The questions will be objective type and having 120 questions in total. The negative marks will be 0.25 for each wrong answer. If the total number of applicants exceeded, then DFCCIL can conduct the exam in 2 stages for the purpose of elimination. Now for business development and operations executives, the details of computer based aptitude test are given below. The minimum number of marks that should be obtained in the test are 42 marks, and that final merit list will be taken with 70% marks in CBT and 30% marks in CBAT. And the candidate can refer to this website given on the screen to check what is the pattern of the CBAT. The next stage will be document verification. All the shortlisted candidates who qualified in the exam with the given cutoff marks will be called for document verification. The documents were verified, like all the study certificate, caste certificate, etc. Now the interview stage will only be conducted for the junior managers, and the weightage for them is 85% in CBT and 15% of marks of interview for the final merit list preparation. After that, medical test will be there, in which railway hospitals will verify that a candidate qualify in the A3, A2 and B1 medical standards or not. Now these are the examination centers one can apply for to write the exam. So this is the examination fee for each post. The fee should be paid through online mode only, and a person can apply for more than one post, but DFCCIL cannot hold any responsibility if both the exams fall on the same day, and it's mentioned here in the highlighted portion. Now these are the medical standards that one require to get selected for the particular type of the post. The major medical standards that the post required are A2, A3 and B1. So before writing the examination, one test your eye checkup, and if there is any color blindness or not. If color blindness is there, railways won't accept it. Instead of, as it is in railway PSU, it won't accept it. So be careful with it. So finally, if you have any query regarding the examination, please comment, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for anyone useful, and thank you for watching.